What's up, everybody? Hope this is working. I barely charged it, so I'm not actually sure. Looks like I have audio. Now I just gotta find my video wherever it is. You never know, maybe I can see. What's up, Bubba? First one. What's up? Ryan, yeah, baby. 6 rings. Isn't that spectacular? I love that. So awesome. What's up, Fish Addict? Yeah, I saw you earlier, I think. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Sponsored by YouTube. Dilly Dilly. What's up, Planted Tank? Hey, TJ Fish. What's happening? Redneck Aquatics. What's up, buddy? All right. There we go. See? Volume works. And the Patriots again. I know. I should have titled, well, in the description, I figured we would be talking some football. But it's Planted Tanks, Saltwater Tanks, Brackish Tanks, Huckleberry, get the crunk out of here, Tanks. Huck, get out of here. This boy, he's being annoying tonight. It's raining out. What's up with this winter? It's ridiculous. Should be freezing cold and snow and ice. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Sick of this winter in New England. It's minus 20 for a week and freezing, and you can do stuff outside and chop firewood and get firewood and go fishing and snowmobiling and drive, and then all of a sudden it's 65 degrees and raining and everything's muddy and you can't go outside and you can't function in the winter of New England, and I'm sick of it. Yeah, there's my quick rant. Sorry, had to do it. Ice fishing one morning, minus 5, minus 10. Now wiping off my dog's paws from the mud because it's raining and gross. What's up, Ricardo? How many pea puffers could I put in a 40? I am not a pea puffer expert. I've never kept them. But I assume if they stay tiny, you could put a lot as long as you can provide them, the food they need. Lisa's done. She's in Canada, so shit's probably always cold as F up there. Oh, thanks, Terry. Did you like that? I've been meaning to do one of those forever, and I just never feel like getting out my phone. I'm always just like having fun with the kids or shooting BB guns or baiting tilts or getting firewood or cooking lunch and redoing bait and untangling tilts. Like, I never feel like taking out my phone. It's always so freezing, wet. But I was like, screw it. I'm doing it. Finally put one up. And it was a good day to do it too, because the boys caught lots of big pickerel, lots of big bass. It was a great day. Hey, Greg. A dilly dilly, Gregory. No, early spring gross. I want to burn wood and ice fish. I want to go outside in my backyard and be able to do stuff because the ground is frozen solid and you can actually function without worrying about grass and mud and like slipperiness. Like, winter is a great time to get stuff done if it gets cold enough, because everything is frozen. You can do a whole bunch of awesome stuff. Trust me. I know it sounds weird. Hey, Alex. 20 saltwater, pair of clowns, goby. They have these, I think they're electric neon gobies. I had them in my 13.5 Evo. They're great, tiny little fish. The firefish, they call them firefish or fire gobies. Those are great too, but they do tend to jump, so you got to have a lid. Huckleberry, what are you doing? Get out of here. Come on, go. This dog is being crazy. He just wrapped himself in the entire curtain. Oh yeah, still celebrating. Mr. Bree, it's froze there. correct water temperature for a low-tech planted tank like mine? I set it at 78 because most tropical like fish that I keep are a good range is like 74 to 82, like 76 to 82, 83. So I keep mine at 78, like right in the middle of that. What's up, Kev? What's up, Slim? Fired up, Slim Tim. Slim Tennessee Tim, who always used to talk smack about me driving a Ram, and now he drives a badass, big, souped up, big tire, roll bars, brush bars, fancy lights, exhaust, Ram, Hemi. That thing got a Hemi? Remember those commercials from like so long ago? That's funny. Do I want some of your snow? It's free. No, I just want it to be cold. Yes, Huckleberry wants to be YouTube famous, Lisa. He wants to be up my butt right now. He's just like, has not, I mean, labs never leave your side anyway, but he never has, tonight has never left my side. Like, no matter where I go, he's just like right there. Even if I stand for like 5 seconds, he goes right to my feet and lays down. It's been a long couple days though. Lots of working and fishing and running around, and you probably need some nice weather to whip the tennis ball. You're welcome. Throw them right back, Greg. All the fish you get, we just throw them right back. I'm not gonna eat them. I'm not gonna sell them. Can't put them in a fish tank. We don't want to kill them. We want to let them get bigger and bigger and bigger. So the next time when we go fishing, we get bigger fish. Two new floors. Just get rid of that thing. Unless it's like a farm truck. Neither one. I just love well, I do in Tombstone, I do like when Val Kilmer says, "I'm your Huckleberry." That's always stuck in my mind forever since like the 90s. Whenever that movie was let out, like what, 94, 96, somewhere around when I was in high school. I wanted to name one of my sons Finley, Finn. That didn't happen. All three sons are not named. Not one of them is named Finley. And I've always liked the sound of Huckleberry for a dog because it's cool to call him Huckleberry or Huck. So it was Huckleberry Finley. My wife said no way. And then she said, if you can convince all the kids that that should be the name, then definitely yes. And I said, oh yeah, that's easily happening. And by the way, I didn't get to name one of my children, so that's the name of the dog. Done deal. Job done. That's all you have to do. Hey kids, the new dog that's coming's name Huckleberry Finley. Yay! Ooh, filing taxes. That sounds like a blast. Hopefully I'm staying in film here. This is sort of a random live stream because I was getting ready to chop a bunch of firewood and get I'm way down on kindling. Like I spend usually like an hour or 2 hours every couple of weeks just like going to town and just getting big totes and totes and totes full of kindling because you go through a lot of it when it is cold like it's supposed to be. And tonight was the night. Tonight was the night I was going to do that. And it's pouring, and I have yet to put a roof like right. I have this. It's going to happen this spring. I'm going to put a big roof over where I chop all my wood, chop all my kindling, which is right like outside my walkout basement, like across from all the wood piles and everything. But if it rains, I can't do that, and it sucks. So I'm doing that for sure. All right, Ryan. Night, dude. Good night. What's up, Aqua Balls? Hey, Rachel. Dilly dilly, Rach. Congratulations on finally getting your 100,000 subscriber plaque. That's frigging nuts. Man, I couldn't even. At one point, I was like, will I ever even get 100 subscribers? This is crazy. And then you see popular channels like you and just doing good things and getting subs and making good videos, and just for this community, really awesome. Dilly, dilly, dilly. Night Ryan, 6 rings, baby. 6 rings. All right, I always double scroll way down on the chat. TJ's fish, peace. One of my rams is bloated and has Popeye. He is still very active and is eating great. What's happening? You know, I'm not really too sure about Popeye. It's one of those things that you can dose the tank and hope for the best. My beta in my 5 spec Mr. Seed has been through like a year of just awesomeness, and like the fish that actually has traveled all over the country like several times, and here and there and there. Was one of the most beautiful, healthy betas, and all of a sudden one of his eyes is just like glossed over, really cloudy, and his other eye is perfect, but you can tell that he, looks with that eye. And I don't know if it's starting Popeye. The water is perfectly great, and I've treated for it before, and it's just one of those things. It sucks when it happens, but he's been fine for a couple weeks, no problem. Just you can tell he's not looking out of that one. Rach, I'm catching up with where we are here. Yeah, I was just about to. I think I was about to say earlier, like, oh, I gotta keep checking back because Rachel's not here, so there's no way I'm in frame. But I don't think I've gone out of frame yet, so that's good. Well, Rach, if you have over 100K, you in a fish. Let's get one thing straight, folks. We're in a fish keeping YouTube community. Okay, this isn't like those people that have 78 million subscribers and get like, they upload a video and get like 3 million views in the first 10 minutes. This is a fish keeping community. So if you get to 100K subscribers, you're like one of those people that has, 50 million subscribers. It's a lot. Slim, I actually haven't. I heard a lot about that. I read like little blips on like Yahoo News and stuff like that, but I don't remember the commercial, and I haven't even seen the commercial yet. So I'll definitely have to check that out. But I love Bud Light, so I don't know why they'd be bashing everybody else. They've always been like pretty cool. Smash them thumbs up. Yep, that's right. Hey, I can even smash my own thumbs up, right? Boom. Smashed. I just gave myself a thumbs up. Thank you, Ryo. Ryo Watanabe. I actually, if you guys, I wish you guys could like get really good like camera view. Like if I could take the thing off the computer and get up there, because I'm thinking about just taking this Tiger Lotus out, completely out. It's so gorgeous, and it produces so many new leaves. It's extremely healthy and beautiful, but that's not the place for it in this tank. It just went out of control, and it's just such a nice healthy plant. I just don't want to rip it out. It's screwing kind of with my scape, like the way I wanted it to come out, but I don't want to take it out of the tank because it's just really doing awesome. New England, what's up? Awesome fish. Mass power wash, thumbs up. Yeah, they do. They get huge too fast, and this one got way huge too fast. The last one I had was in a 75 gallon, and I was able to like tame it. This is guts to go. What's Rachel saying? I don't understand why everyone always asks opinions on Joey. He is the reason we all have the opportunity to have fish channels. He set the bar and continues to contribute. Yes, I don't know. Did I miss something? Did somebody ask a stupid question? What does Greg say? Harlequin West Boars are awesome. Yeah, I love those. I had a bunch in my 30. They were so cool. I actually wanted to put a ton in this, and my local fish store always had them, and then they never opened again. They closed, just like every local fish store. No, I've been steady on that AC 70 forever on my saltwater. I love the way it's set up. I'm not changing it. Although I have had today, for like 2 weeks, it's been cloudy, and I cannot figure out what the hell's going on. Would I recommend African shell dwellers? I've never kept them, but I've seen a lot of videos. Jay Wilson's got shell dwellers. Rach has shell dwellers. I think DWS Darius has them. I've never kept them. I don't think I will keep them. They always seem to need a real big tank, and I just got nothing. That's what I have to say on it. Go check out their channels. Of course I know that, son. You always change your fish name, though. Your YouTube name. Now it's Awesome Fish Young Skywalker. My boy from way, way, way old school ago. Slim Tim might even know Young Skywalker. Oh, you could put easily like, I would say 30 of them in there, no problem. You're welcome. Thanks, brother. You too, Young Skywalker. You know how to find me. Hit me up on Google Hangouts or Facebook. Rachel, I go ice fishing when there's ice. You're welcome anytime, girl. Just bring your bourbon. Tell you, I'll pack your whole ice fishing bag. Be good to go. Is it bourbon or whiskey? I forget. No, if you're gonna get into high-tech planted tanks, I would buy good equipment to make it easier for you to enjoy that challenge. If you buy cheap equipment and it breaks and it's frustrating and everything's going to shit, you'll get frustrated quick and then probably end up spending more money in the end. Just buy the good. I always say, just buy the good equipment and not have to replace it often. I mean, that's the way I do it. Shoes, outdoor gear, outdoor equipment, anything really. If you just buy the best that lasts forever. My next aquarium, Greg, is taking down aquariums. Bourbon and whiskey, boom. Rach, you got my address. Let me know. We'll set up an ice fishing trip. Do you get ice down? Are your ponds iced over down there? Yeah, Greg, I'm taking down aquariums. I'm too stressed out, man. Too much work, too many kids. Like, my God. Just came home today. Got to do dishes before I can cook dinner. Empty the dishwasher before I can do those dishes in the sink to put them there. Then this and this laundry and practice. And my wife works so hard at night, and it's just too many things to do. I don't even have the time or the energy to take care of fish tanks. Like, got to get wood to get heat. It's just cray. All right, that's enough of that. What's up, Miguel? You Jenny Woe? What's up, you trash panda freak? What's up, Rip Van Winkleton? Oh, just rivers? Really? You don't have any lakes or ponds around you? You're in the pretty much sticks too, right? That's weird. You have to have a pond that you could fish for bass. Yeah, Matt. Winter is good for Matt. What's up, Mad Cypress? What's the word, bird? I've been watching Patriots highlights since Sunday night. Sunday, all day Monday. I did laundry and housework and all sorts of crap just so that I could be in front of the TV and watch Patriots highlights. Tuesday, today before this thing, I was just running around like crazy, but I had my little earbuds in, listening to Patriots sound. All right, Rachel's saying she's got tons of flow and lots of movement, so it probably doesn't freeze and lets us like, you know, really, really cold. Mike, who's from Arizona, saying he's much needed Florida vacation for himself or for me. I'm thinking for myself. White cloud minnows can live in cold water, and those are gorgeous fish. Steve Cola, love your last name. Been loving the Wish Seed unboxing, sir? Not sure about that. I know, what's his face? Aaron, MA Fish Guy, he's been doing a lot of Wish Seed stuff. Thanks for the $2 super chat, dilly dilly. What's the best carpeting plant I would recommend, and what's the best small schooling fish for a 55-gallon? If you have highlights in CO2, like Monte Carlo, dwarf baby tears, Glosso, there's tons of carpeting plants. If you're running some lowlights, I know like SP Rippins and Monte Carlo can do it on a 55, but the problem is with the 55-gallon, you're up like really high. So that light's got to get down to the bottom of the tank to have a carpet. Plants will grow towards the light. So if you watch a lot of YouTube or like look at a lot of magazines and you see like that carpeting aquascape where like maybe it's minimal stone, driftwood, maybe no driftwood, and a full carpet, it's usually a shallow tank because in order to get that carpet, the plants will grow low to the ground because you have the sufficient amount of light. A 55 is really tall, and to get that light down there, I would go with maybe dwarf hairgrass or dwarf sage or some sort, like, see what I have in the front of this tank back here? Like there's a lot of dwarf sage, and that will carpet really nice, and you can just trim it as needed. That's my opinion. Of course, I'm not an expert. I'm sure there's some people in the chat. Who do we got here? Yep, all. I'm 15 and tasted Bud Light. I don't know how you like it so much. Well, you should definitely not be drinking if you're 15. That's all I have to say. Yeah, Rach, see, yeah, she dwarf sage is super easy. It shoots runners off really easy, and you can certainly tame it to get bushy. Also, like Blixa, I've had great success with Blixa if you can keep it under the substrate. The problem with Blixa is when it reproduces, it looks lush and beautiful, but it just keeps bunching and bunching and bunching because it can have really long roots that take its, everything it needs in through the water column. Hey, thank you, Palmer Aquatics. Glad to see you're using an iPhone as well. What's happening? Palmer, gracias for the super chat. Hey, what's up, Alvaro, Connecticut, right down the road. Yes, dad mode, Rachel. You know how it is. Your wife. You know when dads get cranky because like they're working and doing a whole mess of things, and there's so much to do, and just got to do more and more and more. Same as when moms are cranky. Dads get cranky too. How's cranky pants? Nothing crazy. Just cranky mofo. Oh, Rach says I'm out. I'm out of frame. Rachel's like the fish pimp DSLR Canon Nikon wrench for the stream. Yeah, adulting does blow. Dave, what's up, Dave? Dave. That was more of a joint, but let's try this one. I'll blow up the fake smoke. Dave, rip a butt for me, will you, buddy? That's so good. That nice bamboo toothpick cigarette. Love you, Dave. Smoke one up for me. No, I have not kept goldfish in years and years and years and years and years. Especially if you don't have like a real huge tank and you're just trying to keep goldfish in like a 55 or 40 breeder. You just got to do water changes like a mofo. Dave quit. You quit? Good for you, man. Cheers. And if you really want to quit, like, I hope you do it. Because you're like, who do you have to quit for now? You old mofo. Like, you might as well just enjoy life and rip butts and then just get cancer. But if you got to do it for your health, good luck. You can do it. Willpower. You need to fill your day with something else. Yeah, Slim. Actually, you're right. Huck, he's finally chewing a bone, but before he's just down here and he's like going at my feet and like trying to get me to pat him. Keeps bopping this office chair around. All right, I moved. I think I'm back into frame, so that's good. Go Patriots. 6 rings. TB12. Had to do that real quick since Dave's in here. Yeah, of course. Full Moon Aquatics. Yellow. I didn't get a chance to talk to Dave. I wanted to talk to him so bad at Aquatic Experience, but one of the other part of the crew, Oral, Mr. O, this giant of a man, and he's smart, so it's like you look like a giant like wrestler, like, but he's dorky smart, and you're like captivated by what he's saying, and then by the time I look back over this way, Dave was long gone, because he probably knows O is like, you know, once you start talking to him, like he didn't even warn me, actually, now that I think of it. Dave was probably like, oh shit, Mike's about to get caught in the trap, I'm out. And I was like, hey Dave, where'd Dave go? And then I got the stiffest neck for like an hour. I stared up at O like this, like talking to him, because he's like 7'9" or whatever. I'm like, yeah. And then after a while, it's just like, oh shit, I gotta rest my neck. That's all fucked up. Now, Greg, he's got 4 more. He's got 4 more places. 4 more places to go. What time is it anyway? 10:17. Yeah, that's not bad. Dave, where were you when we were at Aquatic Experience? Why don't you like give me the little bump? Like, hey dude, I was about to talk your ear off, you ding dong. Now Rachel, who's even shorter than me, she's looking up at me, looking up at O, who's looking up at, well, there's nobody left. It's like a string of sore necks for an hour. Yeah, saltwater can get expensive, but you can keep it inexpensive. To a point. You can keep, so with saltwater, I don't want to say you can keep the equipment inexpensive if like, or to a certain point. But the problem with saltwater is you get addicted to different types of, and okay, so Rico will love this. I'm a freshwater plant guy and a saltwater coral guy. I love them both. I love reef tanks. I love saltwater tanks. I love small reef tanks. I love big reef tanks, small planted tanks, big planted tanks, whatever. I love it all. I love the differences between them. The one thing is that I've never really had with planted tanks is that I don't get like addicted to certain plants. Like I tend to really like plants that work, that I can take care of, uh, that look pretty, that maybe you can propagate, whereas corals, like you can get addicted to corals real quick and end up spending a lot of money real quick. Like most recently, with my Evo 13.5, I was sick of the tank. I was not really having any success with zoas like I never can over years and years and years. Some zoas just spread like crazy for me. Some I can't get, whatever. You guys heard this before. So anyway, I was about to take down the tank because it was there. Wildlife was living. It was functionable. I was water changing it, but I was just bored with it. It's not like a piece of art or something like I like. And I saw Fishy Snowman, so go check him out. Huckleberry, roll out. Fishy Snowman had this Pico with rock flower anemones, and I was like, oh my god, that tank is gorgeous. And I immediately started researching them. I've looked at them before years ago, but never really thought about them. I was like, I'm gonna turn this tank into a complete rock flower anemone tank. And I started looking at all these things, and Scott from OSA had sent me a bunch, and they were like roster, and just like getting addicted to zoas. I filled my 13.5 with 17 in like a week. I dropped a bunch of YouTube, $400-500 on from my YouTube, saving up and this and that, super addicted, but those things are gorgeous. And now I'm so involved in this tank because I'm really having a new appreciation for the fact that it's changed from one thing to another. And it's saltwater, folks. So you can do it in both, just like you do it in planted tanks. You get bored, you rescape, you pull things, you start over. It's awesome. Thanks, Steve, again for falling on the last SC. All right. I have had a couple beers, so not sure what that means. Always RODI water for salt water. That's what I recommend. I'll never say anything else about that. RODI all the way. Don't like salt creep and the evaporation too much to deal with. Yeah. Louis. Old school. I agree. Planted tanks, in my opinion. So here's a benefit of planted tanks that is not with saltwater tanks. Planted tanks are extremely easy to take care of. And, like I said, Rico, Mike, Reef Dudes, all those guys that are really experienced with lots of years and years and years and tests. Dave, I don't know how long he's been in the saltwater hobby. I know my boy D has been in it forever, but they'll say you can have a tank to run itself, but it's not going to run itself. You need auto top offs, you need dosings, calcium reactors, all this crap to just let the tank sit there and do nothing. You have to have all these mechanisms taking care of what's happening. Excuse me. In order to have a really beautiful reef tank and not have to touch it. With a planted tank, once it's balanced, as long as the filter's running, you don't ever have to touch it for months and months and months and months and months, unless you feel like, trimming some plants or thinning it out. This one behind me, it's self-sufficient. After you get a planted tank balance and there's the right amount of fish and the right amount of light and the right amount of CO2, that's it. It's done. You don't even need CO2. That's just like a steroid, really. Light, flow, done. Saltwater tanks, in my opinion, to have them be self-sufficient, you have to have a bigger saltwater tank. Small tanks, you need to do water changes on. You can dose them, but then figuring out how to balance that out takes a really long time depending on what corals you have, because different corals need different types of dosing between softies and LPS and SPS. It's crazy. And that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that what I say is right. Just that's how I feel about the hobby between saltwater and freshwater. So that is what I think. Yeah, I'm still in here. Boom. So what do we got? 10:24. So we'll just go off at 10:30. Couple more minutes to if anybody has any questions. I know I've been rambling a bit tonight. It was sort of like a random live stream. I had a lot planned and got half the stuff done, and the other half's gonna have to wait. Hopefully it gets cold tomorrow. Dilly dilly for coldness, please. It's February. If we can't golf and go to the beach and go tubing on a lake, jet skiing and fishing, and have that sun hit our face and it'd be like, I love the way that sun feels, then it might as well be cold as fuck so we can go ice fishing and get stuff done around the yard and snowmobile and everything that people do in the winter. Hey RD, what's up, buddy? This must be like, whatever, 4 o'clock in the morning for you. Yep, see, even ARD is Rachel's success is extremely well done. Can you have more fish in saltwater if you don't keep coral? You can do a Fowler tank and just have fish only with, your live rock and just have a big fish. I don't think coral, like, if your tank is not crowded with coral, then yes, you can have more fish because they'll have more room to swim around. And you have to be, then you have to get particular with what fish you're putting in your tank if you do have coral, because some fish eat coral. So, yeah, I would research it before. But you can definitely have more fish if you have no corals and just a lot of open space. But you have to make sure you have enough rock or a place where that's holding beneficial bacteria to cycle. What's up, Dan? Boom, exactly what you said. Not an old AquaClear. Go get a new one. And Chemi Green is great. I run it. Sponge. I don't run polypad in my planted tanks at all. Low tech planted tank. I would do the sponge that comes with the AquaClear, some Chemi Pure Green, and maybe, like, you're gonna need some media, whatever comes, whatever little bag of ceramic rings or whatever comes with the filter. You need to have that in the filter. So in my opinion, I would do that big sponge that comes in that AquaClear, followed by your bacterial, your beneficial bacteria media, your ceramic rings, your bio balls, whatever you have, and then your carbon right after that. But you can always just go with sponge and some media, like some ceramic. Greg wants to know what I'm up to this weekend. Friday is boxing. Thank God for Greg and my cousin, who we pay. Hopefully that goes swell. Friday's my youngest's birthday, Luke. I don't know if we're getting takeout for him or taking him out to eat. He does not know what he likes because he pretty much does not know what anything is. Like, he loves meatballs one day and then he doesn't love meatballs the next day. And then just weekend of soccer and housework. No fishing this weekend. I like Chemi Pure Green a lot. I haven't tried too much Purigen. It's just I don't like the idea of using something and then having to check on it and then having to recharge it. Like, that's fine to recharge it, so that's good. That's less money you have to spend. But I just like the idea of, like, the directions say, like, this is how long it lasts, and then you can decide with your stock, or how many plants, how many fish, whatever your water change schedule is, how long it runs for you. Like Chemi Pure Green will do a good, like, 4 to 5 months, and then I just take it out and throw it away and put a new bag in. Like, I don't want to deal with it after that. I don't have to recharge it or, like, wash it off and bleach it and then do this and that. Like, I need convenience and quick. So, I mean, I know it's good. I know CJ. I know tons of people that use it and swear by it. I think CJ, or is CJ a Pawn Matrix guy? He swears by one of those products. Maybe not Purigen, but I think it's Pawn Matrix he likes. One of those things. And it's 10:30. All right, folks. I am going to go finish up my shiznit and hit the hay. Thank you for everybody for coming to watch. Best beer to drink while scaping. If you're 15, neither. If you're older than 15, whatever you like to drink. Yeah, I got to go finish up what I'm doing. Thanks for everybody for stopping by. Thanks for all the super chats. I really appreciate it. Super excited about the Patriots. Super excited actually about tearing down a few things, a little organizing a few things, and getting things on track to enjoying the hobby while having time to, do other things. Night, Dave. Night, brother. All right. I am out.